Hello, hello, hello. It's Max here for another match day. This time, minor league match day 2, part 1. We got some exciting matchups today. AS Paris takes on Cairo City. Some might say two cradles of civilization. Then we have Magyar taking on the new expansion side, so it's an expansion versus expansion. Rova Mipanjanka. You love to hear that kind of pronunciation. And then finally, Seoul versus Athenai. Rova is how I'm going to refer to the expansion side. And Magyar, I think, is going to be a great matchup, seeing these two go head to head. Of course, take nothing away from the other two matchups. A lot to be seen here. I think Athenai might finally have that season that they've been waiting for. Might finally break through with a lot of the young talent they gained from season 20 and the seasons there on out. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be, some might say, riveting, but I'm here for it, and really glad to be back. Glad to be back. And here we go. Paris versus Cairo City. Paris coming out with a 5-back. Their famous 5-back. Sauerwein wins, making up the two DMs. Then we got Cairo City with a 4-3-3. Kind of the diamond formation in the middle. As you see there, that's how our table looks after match day 1. Paris looking to make another charge at the title. A little bit short last year, won it the year before. We have Belmont starting us off, passing to Sauerwein to wins. He's taking his time, finds Tarandis. And it's called for a foul. Paris has just such a famous back 5, but Cairo City, and Wintz takes the ball off of a weak Ultimates pass. Did not know the Devil could ever do anything weakly. Here's Tarandis. Tarandis playing in the middle. There's Lizard out wide, out to the left. Lizard cuts back inside, plays it back to McFootcakes. This is Junior now. This is a Festerhausen. Who wins? Wins. Finds Aoi. Aoi has space. Aoi has space. Belmont, it's 1-0 Paris. Just like that, within 10 minutes. Belmont finds the first. Open up the book. Belmont's got another one. We're going to see another 20-plus goal season. Frankly, Belmont, it's hard to stop him. Why has he not been called up yet? Questions need to be asked. I mean, when you have a striker like Rubio at USP, it's hard. But here's Wentz. Hutchinson Jr. Taking it out. Finds Belmont again, but this time Rizzo's there to stop it. Running ourselves with a new face in net for Cairo City. Randis on the corner now. Trying to find someone. Can't find anyone. Lizard picks it back up. Still in Cairo City's box. And then it's finally kicked away. Hutchinson Jr. goes and collects it. Wherever now. Cairo City might have the first chance of the game. Ramos. And get back to Slothinson. Getting dispossessed by Belmont. Belmont's everywhere in this game. Belmont's going to have some room to run. Slothinson tries for a dive. Tarandis makes it 2-0. AS Paris. A fantastic goal. Of course, starting with Belmont, ending with Tarandis. Belmont does it basically all himself. Look at that. What a takeaway. Belmont gets Slothinson to dive. Can't get there. Belmont finds the easiest pass in the world to Tarandis. Wintz might feel a little bit hard done by. But it's a team sport, lads. 2-0. AS Paris. Don't get me to say the words in French, I beg. Tarandis now in the corner. AS Paris find a quick third. Tarandis to Lizard. This is going to have a shot, but Rizzo's there to parry it away. And it's out for another corner. Rizzo's doing well. Besides the 2 goals he's conceded, but if I'm going to be honest, it's hard to save either. Once again, it's just so hard to manage Paris. Very few teams have done it in the past. Here's Empire the 4th. Finding Aoi Sprinting now to Wince. Wince is going to try to find someone, but Rizzo's able to pick it up off the deflection from Ultimus. Rizzo letting the ball drop. It's long. Trying to find someone. And Sturm is only able to head it on, and McFuckcakes basically steals the ball away from his goalkeeper. Here's Empire the fourth. Belmont. Belmont needs to be Ultimus. Belmont's going to have to work some magic. Rizzo is only able to water the way out for a corner. Why could he have not picked it up? Who knows? Lizard now. Lizard with the corner, trying to find someone. Can't find anyone. McFootcakes is there for another header, and it's over. McFootcakes is a long name and rather hard to say, in my opinion. Oi. That's a Wince. On the right. Sturm pressing Hutchinson. Hutchinson's able to make a run. Has a shot, and it's over and wide. They're not having to do much there. Rose City really putting nothing up on the board. Lizard now for another Paris corner. Trying to find someone. This time it's possible. Rizzo with a fantastic saves. I think it was McFootcakes who had the chance. Lizard now again. Can Paris rectify that missed opportunity? Wants to find someone. Yes, they can. Festerhausen. The goal is 3-0 Paris within 35 minutes. Festerhausen with a fantastic header. As I said, Paris rectifying that missed opportunity earlier. Ultimus beaten. Rizzo. And parried it away. Rara now. Cairo City. Down in a ditch. And they claw themselves back out of it. Slactors to Ultimus. Back to Slactors. Back to Ultimus. Having a little bit of a kick around. But Ultimus just can't get it right. It's Tarandis now. Paris with the counter. Aoi finds Hutchinson. Hutchinson. The wonderful ball to Tarandis. Tarandis heads it down for Aoi. Aoi is going to go into the center, but Slactors is able to clear it. Lizard now. Lizard to McFootcakes. Finds Lizard again. Lizard has some room, but takes it inside instead. Wince now. Wince. Is he going to have a shot? Yes, he does, but it's over. Not troubling Rizzo there. Ultimus has been poor. Unfortunate scenes. Sour Wine. McFootcakes. Back to Sour Wine. Sour Wine in the middle. Take it himself. Wince now. Wince finds Tarandis. Tarandis has a lot of space. Oi. Back to Tarandis. Tarandis now in Cairo City's box. Tarandis is trying to find a pass. Empire. It's off the crossbar. It's just cleared away, but barely Lizard. Narvaez is able to pick it up. Now Sturm. Sturm. Does Sturm have anything in his tank? Nope. Short answer, no. Sturm not really getting much here. Gotta ask a lot of questions from Cairo. What can they do better? But just at some point, you do have to understand that you're facing Eric Belmont, and that's a very tough task to stop him. A goal and an assist within the opening 45 minutes. Take nothing away from Tarandis. Tarandis having a fantastic game so far. Same with Aoi, making fantastic runs down the right. I do love that word. Yes, fantastic. Is 3-0 a score that you need to be worried about? I'd argue no. But this is football. Anything can happen. As we get started, Durham kicking this off for Cairo City. Sinclair tries to find Ramos. Ramos pushed off the ball by Lizard. Lizard picks it back up. Here, starting off the second half strong. Rara now. Sour Wine. Wrong team, guys. Wince now. Wince down the middle. Gonna find Aoi with space out on the right. Aoi's gonna have a shot, and it's just wide. Rizzo diving down. I don't think he would have gotten to it. Lizard now to Sour Wine. Back to Lizard. Sour Wine. That's Empire. Empire's gonna have a cut. Has a shot, but it's blocked and deflected. Lizard now. Gonna find Festerhausen again. Does. This time it's just barely wide. Can't sneak its way inside of the corner. Rizzo now. Sturm and Sinclair. Sinclair can't get the pass right. And Belmont has the ball, but Sinclair picks it back up off of Belmont. Belmont, with such a small stature, is still able to do so much on the pitch. Trying to play long for Sturm. Can't find Sturm. Aoi now finds Tarandis. Paris has the ball. McFootcakes. Trying to find a great pass. Finds Empire. Wins. Can't find Belmont. Ultimate tries to start off a Cairo City counterattack. Finds Ramos out on the right. Ramos needs to beat McFootcakes. Needs to beat him. Fencerhausen is there to cut out the cross. Slackers picks it back up after Paris clears it. But Belmont this time. Belmont finds Empire. Empire. It's Tyrannus. Tyrannus needs to beat a couple defenders. Tyrannus passes to Belmont. And Belmont has a second goal of the match. If he's going to look at it, I think it's just about on. And it is. It's a goal. Belmont finding his second of the match. Let's look at this replay. As I said, it's pretty clear as day. I don't even need VAR to be able to make that decision. Belmont, a striker. A manager's dream. Ultimate's just not getting his footwork right. All game it's been like that. You see with the match rating, 6.1. Not doing yourself any favors, but here's Slackers. Can Cairo City find something, anything? Oh, wince now for Paris. Sauerwein is going to take it all himself. Sauerwein's going to have a shot, but Rizzo's there to pick it up. Easy dive for Rizzo. Look at the average position without the ball. Like, you can already tell, like, it's just constant defending for Cairo. But here's a corner. Narvaez wins, heads it away, finds Kenderlin to Narvaez. Narvaez is going to try something. Narvaez is going to try anything. And then it's kicked away. Cancelo putting his body in front of the ball is able to head it onto the post, or I guess push it onto the post. It's out for a throw-in. Cairo City finally creating some kind of chance. I think it might be too little too late, but here's Narvaez again with another corner. Narvaez trying to find Sturm. Ultimates has some big bodies. Kenderlin now to Sinclair. Sinclair going to have a shot. Flatters his, and it's over. How do the Portuguese say Cancelo? Cancelo? It's like Cancelo, something like that. Rizzo picks it up. A falls to his knees for some reason. I don't know. It's something that goalkeepers do, right? It's like they kind of all onto the ball. That's typically when they're trying to waste time. Who knows? Sinclair now. Can't head it to Sturm. Sauerwein picks it up. Fencerhausen. Ready with the goal in the game. Wince now. Tyrannus has been everywhere. Empire finding Lizard out on the left. Lizard's going to cut it inside. Lizard's going to try to find a cross. It's Tyrannus, and it's his second of the match. We have two players in the breaks, and it's 5-0 Paris within the opening 7 minutes. It's no longer really that much of an opening. What is that, 25 minutes into the second half? Oh, my math is horrendous. Not 25. It is 25 minutes. Yeah, nice. Good math. And as you look at Cairo City's ratings chart, it's not looking too hot. No one really able to save themselves from this terrible performance from Cairo. But again, Paris will make any team look bad. Sauerwein now. Out on the right, trying to find a six. Sauerwein finds Wince. It rockets off the side netting. That XG 4.4. Trying to find someone in the middle. Hutchinson, and I think it's just wide. Hits off the post, maybe. Rizzo. I always said you just want the game to end. Feeded. Almont to Tyrannus. Tyrannus has a lot of room. I don't know where any of the Cairo City's defense is. Tyrannus. Ultimus kicks it away. Slothinson. Arvez. Utsi. Finds Ramos. Sinclair taking it up the middle. Can Cairo City just find one goal? Make it a little bit less of a misery fest. Ooh, bars. But McFootcakes picks it up for Paris. Aoi. Hutchinson Jr. Wins, finds Aoi. I've seen this partnership basically for the last 2 seasons. Tyrannus finds Belmont. And it just somehow sneaks his way inside of the net. Rizzo. Unable to get down quick enough. And I think this is a pretty obvious goal. Yes, it is. 6-0 AS Paris and Belmont with a hat-trick on the season. No one can stop Belmont. It's like you're easily just a terrible deflection off of Slothinson. Rizzo unable to get to that quick enough. It's tough as a goalkeeper to get down quick enough when the ball's deflecting like that. As you can see, Slothinson deflects the ball into the net. He's also playing on Belmont. Belmont with a perfect 10. Gotta give it to him. Horrendous and Belmont, I think that this is going to be a great partnership that we're going to see in the coming seasons. I mean, Belmont, I wouldn't be surprised if he finds his way in the USP side anytime soon. And it's off the post, and Belmont picks it up. Come on. Rockets off of Narvaez. Hutchinson Jr. picks it up. Esterhausen. I think that was Wins with the shot or sour wine, but Ramos was now injured. Iowa City really just want the game to end. They've already lost a man. Alexis Ramos. Oi. Wanting to find a seventh. Brandis now. Back to Hutchinson Jr. Fensterhausen. Harris taking their time, playing with their prey. Wins to Hutchinson Jr. Oi. Back to Hutchinson Jr. Nice to Randis. Randis. And with fancy feet, make foot cakes. Plays a great ball to Lizard on the left. Lizard's going to cut inside. Burns is able to pick it out, but Lizard goes right back and knocks the ball. Make foot cakes now. Make foot cakes down the left. Make foot cakes. Taking his time. Plays it all the way back to Fensterhausen. If you don't call this playing with your food, I don't know what it is. Oi. Belmont for his fourth. Can't find it. It hits off the crossbar. Now Burns tries to get it away, but Paris right back with the ball. Lizard now on the left. Lizard trying to find a seventh. Empire makes it 7. Empire with their second goal of the match. 7-0 Paris. Capping off a complete performance. Lizard finding his way all the way down the right. Finds Empire. Empire first time off of Slothinson again. Slothinson probably one of the most unlucky players this game. 2 goals deflected off of you. It's difficult. Right position, just can't do enough. Darwin Paris in with the ball. Referee end the game. I really can't bear to watch this anymore. Make foot cakes. Paris fans are probably like, why can't you? This is awesome. Let this go on for the next 110 minutes. And I tell you, this is just an absolute slaughter. Ultimus, Sinclair, referee, for lack of better terms, it's Cairo City out of their misery. Oh my word, that was just so bad, but so great at the same time. 7 goals we've just witnessed. Paris, an absolute dismantling of Cairo City. You just don't see games like this every day. 3 players with perfect 10s. Ridiculous. Angry Lizard with 3 assists. Belmont with the hat trick. Tarandis with 2 goals and 2 assists. Don't forget Belmont's also assist on the match. And you have, I think it was Fensterhausen, I know, had a goal. You had Empire with another goal. I think that only makes... No, that does make 7. An absolute fantastic performance. And now we have 2 expansion sides. One from season 20, the other one from this last season, playing basically their second game of the minor league in their history. You know, that's the nice thing about expansion sides. It's like every game is history for them, you know? Rova only get their second game ever in their history one time, you know? Just like, not trying to get too philosophical. They only have, you know, what's today's date? The 2nd of September, 2025, once in your life, right? Here's Magyar. Evil up top. Hank Destro and Smalls finding themselves up top for Rova. Rova coming off of a tough loss. And here we are after that match. Paris with a 10 goal differential, 6 points. Paris looking like title contenders like they have for the past 2 seasons. Last season, some might say, you know, missing a few key pieces. But I think it's going to be tough to take the title off of Paris this season. But here we go. Danger. And he knocked down by Grimbergen. On Grimbergen. I like Dutch people. Osprey now. Osprey, an absolute bombshell of a signing for Magyar. And Grimbergen. Oh my word, I'm going to have to say that so many times. Norlags now. Oh my word. Stain on the left. Needs to play past Bunsen. Here's Galloway. Galloway getting taken down by Grimbergen. The referee wants to consult VAR. I don't know why. Play the game. Play on, play on. Jockey, jockey. Juega, juega. This is not a penalty. And even the comments. Whoa, oh my word, what? Hank Destro now with the penalty. I'd like to say ball does not lie, so Vasquez says this. Yes, ball does not lie. That was not a penalty in 1,000 years. That's innocent now. Magyar trying to find goal off of a absolutely undeserved penalty from Rova. Stamp now, out on the left. Grimbergen. Trying to find anyone. Finds Bunsen. Bunsen takes the shot, and it's just over. I do want to point out that Lax and Pointman both played for Magyar last season, so just a little bit interesting to see the two face each other after just such a recent expansion drive. Now here's Lind, but the ball sails over. Yeah, I can't tell you how terrible of a call that was. That was not a penalty whatsoever. Ball does not lie, you know? Ball does not lie. Here's Doug, second, in the corner now. Trying to find anyone. Manchester Citizen, but Lax is able to pick it out of the air. Easily drops down. And now, Lax on the ball. Throws it. Oh my word, what an arm. To Danger. When I was covering the draft, right, Danger came up, and it was Harvey Danger. And I was thinking of Henry Danger. How is this relevant? I don't know. Arden to Albinson. To Grimbergen. Justinison now has a shot. And it's 1-0 Magyar. Magyar putting themselves out front. In front of Rova. If they mark off this goal, I swear. This referee does not know what he's doing. There we go. The referee finally makes a good decision this match. Oh, it's a great pass to Martin. But Martin finds Albinson. And Albinson finds Grimbergen. And Grimbergen just plays a perfect pass to Justinison. Lax can't get his left arm up there. Okay, enough. Grimbergen. Pointman just barely putting on Justinison. It's Evil Greg, right? Was it Greg Evil? Evil, right? Danger now. Osprey able to collect it easily. Am I mistaken, or Disappointment was a striker last season? All right, here's Bunsen. Martin. That's Justinison. Trying to find Albinson. And just an absolute rocket, but Lax is able to parry it away, but it was offsides anyway. Do agree with that offsides call. Don't worry, I'm not hounding on the referee for the whole game. What a terrible penalty call. All right. It's really interesting to see how Rova kind of shapes up. And honestly, a lot of these players I would have liked to see on their old teams. Like Stain did fantastic for Seoul. But here's Stain with dang Testro. But Osprey's able to kind of put out a leg, and it rebounds off, and luckily not into the net. There's Danger now. Harvey Danger. Can't find anyone. Here's Galloway now. Back to Danger. That's inside. And it's offside. Danger's offside. Kills the mood, right? Oh, it's inside. Offsides. Oh well. There's Lynn now. Back to Osby. Milano. Munson. Can't get it past Stain, but again, get it past Stain. Stain picks it up this time. It's ricocheting off of Stain, but Stain's able to come and collect it. Smokes. Finds Stain. Albinson of prowling, trying to find some. Tank Destro. Back to Stain. It's inside. Albinson this time able to pick it off of Stain. That's just innocent to Martin. Gonna find Bunsen out left. Right. I don't know my left from right. Stain with the tackle. And it's just knocked over. Not too sure by who. Let's just say it was Martin, because I like the name Martin. Danger. Harvey Danger with the corner. Trying to find anyone. Can't find anyone. Skobgard can't get his head to it, but Lind is able to. Hughes Galloway now. Out on the right. Play past Martin. It's in the leg, but Osprey is able to pick it out of the air. Must be a fantastic goalkeeper. Osprey now kicking along. Disappointment is able to beat Albinson in the air. Takahashi now. Hughes Galloway. What a ball. Galloway now. Galloway. And Osprey's able to just really get his hands behind it and send it over the bar. Danger now. Harvey Danger. I feel like this is the fifth corner of the game. I don't find anyone. Can't find anyone. Martin. Not able to clear it. Smalls now. It's just off the crossbar. So close, but so far. Ain. Potzela. Osprey's just able to pick it up. Osprey to Milano. Nah, no. Sorry. Bunsen. On the right. Ali Bunsen. What a run. Martin. Martin's going to have a shot. And Lax is just able to barely get a hand behind that. Albinson. Can't find anything. It's just innocent, but it's just over. And get his head over that ball. And the joke with Lax is like, such a big boy. Fills the whole goal. Just able to do that today. Been great, but this has been a real showing of two goalkeepers, in my opinion. How we have the score so low. Here's Martin now. Milano. Is it all the way out to the left? Finds Stamp. Stamp basically with so much room. Finds Van Grimbergen. Grimbergen cutting inside the left. Finds Evil. I don't know why the VAR is there, but yes, that's a clear another goal. VAR in the game. This is ridiculous. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Get it out. Evil with a fantastic goal. Stamp just able to play it past Danger and Takahashi, and then Van Grimbergen just able to cut it back inside into the center of the box, and Evil's there to just tap it in past Lags. Lags can't do anything like that. Only feels so much of the goal. Ugh, now it's just off wall, unfortunately. Prancing over to the corner. There's Magyar trying to get a third right before half. And it looks like we're going to go into halftime. Magyar 2-0 up. Justinison and Greg Evil. I did say it was either Evil Greg or Greg Evil, but it was Greg Evil. Greg Evil doing clearly a lot better than his twin brother, Greg Good. Greg Good might not exist. Might be a figment of my imagination, but always like to think that there's. I mean, if it's his brother, right? Like they'd have the same last name, unless half brother. Well, irrelevant to the discussion. An absolute masterclass by Magyar so far. Really just a battle between goalkeepers. Osprey having to do a lot. It wasn't really saving a penalty. It was off the post, but as I say, ball does not lie. Never a penalty in a million years. Tank Destro clearly taking quite a hit in their confidence after that. Here's to Potzla. They started off, but here's just Citizen taking the ball off of Stain. Bunsen now. Bunsen finding Albinson. Albinson to Martin. Martin finds Van Grimbergen. Justinison with a shot, but Lax is able to just parry it away. Apparently not. No, he didn't get a ball. It's not just me that thought that took a little bit of a deflection, maybe. Oh well. Danger now. Getting taken off the ball by Albinson. Greg Evil. Greg Evil trying to take it up the pitch. Finds Doug. Doug has a lot of space. It's a 3-on-1. Albinson just can't get it right. And it's over the bar. Yeah, Greg Evil. It's got to be Greg Good, right? I think his cousin. Stamp now. Stamp on the left. Stamp. Find anyone in the middle. Puts it back in the box. Bunsen out on the right. Picks it up. Bunsen cuts inside. Has a shot. Lags is able to save it. Bunsen and Lags, of course, shooting against each other in the training park. Now against each other on the pitch. Stamp to Van Grimbergen. Tries to find anyone. Lags. Punches it away. Like now. Up to Bunsen. Bunsen is not the best ball. Takahashi able to head it out. Magyar have a throw in. Rova with a better XG, but here's Harvey Danger. Trying to find anything. Tank Dasher just doesn't jump and still heads like basically his head into I think it was Martin's chest or something. Smokes now. Takahashi all alone in the backfield. Magyar has a counter. It might be game over. Stain. And it's disappointment. Plays a leading ball to Takahashi. Takahashi gets the ball taken off by Greg Evil. It's a 3-on-2. Just innocent to Stamp. Stamp. Getting it down the left. Stamp trying to find someone. Finds Evil. And just doesn't get it right whatsoever. And it's over the bar. I think it would have been offsides anyway. Lax now. Nova trying to find a way back into the match. Stain. Galloway. Hughes Galloway. It's the pass all wrong. Grimbergen's there to cut it out. Finds Evil. This is his chance. And it's off of Skovgaard, but Evil's able to collect it again. Now with the corner. Martin! It's over the bar. Really, the defenders for Magyar not having to do much. Smalls to Danger. Danger playing it past Van Grimbergen. Gets a step on him. A bad pass. Just Sinnison's able to cut it out. Stain now has to track back. Just Sinnison needs to beat Stain. Stain goes down. Sinnison's able to play it past him. He's getting cornered by Disappointment. Bunsen now. Bunsen finds Grimbergen. Grimbergen gets the ball taken off him by Danger. Danger to Stamp. Finds Evil. And again, just wide. Evil can't get his goal. I mean, of course, has a goal, but can't get another one. And 2 clear-cut chances for Evil. Ever since his goal, can't get it right. Danger. On the corner, Rova trying to find something. Osprey with a fantastic parry away, and Evil's able to clear it. Back to Takahashi. Magyar finally taking Rova over in the XG chart, but if you have 2 eyes and you're watching the game, this has been basically old Magyar. Now, trying to find anyone. Disappointment clears it back to Doug. And we're about there. Doug to Martin. Martin has a shot, and it is blocked by Potsley. The second now. In the corner. Trying to find anyone. Can't find anyone. Lind. It's it back to Doug. Doug back to Lind. Into Martin. Martin has a shot, and Lax is able to parry it away. Albinson. And a good cross. Grimbergen just, I think, is hurt. Nope, just didn't feel like running after that. That might say, but you can't blame him. Stamp now. Stamp to Doug. Stamp. Hang out on the left. That's Evil. Evil has some space. Has 2 men on him. Evil can't get past Skovgaard. Skovgaard tries to clear it, but a poor clearance. Finds Martin. Martin taking off the ball. Grimbergen now. Bunsen on the right. Bunsen takes it down the right. Bunsen might have a shot. He has a shot, but Lax is able to just basically... It's an unfortunate, I think, deflection off of Lax into a corner. Bunsen, of course. Lax is going to be very happy. Albinson. Can't find anything. Can't find anything. Rova really running out of time. 2-0, I've always said, is not a very secure scoreline. But nevertheless, Rova just can't find anything yet. Tank Destro just clears it. Rova needing a breather. You can see there, like, the SG chart has not changed much since the first half. It's just innocent now to Bunsen. Bunsen on the right. Finds someone, can't find anyone. Cleared by Rova. Tank Destro now has a chance. Doesn't do anything with it. Milano pressing him. Milano able to take the ball off of Tank Destro. Lind now. Lind. It's just a Stamp. Stamp. Taken off by Takahashi. Does Rova have anything here? Lind. Tank Destro. Galloway finds Galloway, but Bunsen's able to clear it. It's basically like, do you want the ball? No, I don't want the ball. Do you want the ball? No, I don't want the ball. And finally, Galloway was able to pick it up, but Bunsen was there to cut it out, waiting too long to pick up the ball. Skovgaard now back to Lax. Lax. Appointment. Stain. Time running out for Rova. Martin. It's going to take a miracle. And Magyar wants to snuff out a miracle. Taken down by Galloway, but the referee says play on. Joki. Juega. Milano's able to take the ball off of Tank Destro. Pass it to Lind. Doug. Grimbergen. Tries to find anyone. Finds just Sinison. Finds Evil. They're second in the match. Clear on sides. And it's 3-0 Magyar. Magyar have snuffed out any Rova hopes. Might call a meme for that. I jest. Just Innocent, it's again another, oh, do you want the ball? No, I'll get the ball. Just Innocent knows what he wants. It's a great pass to Evil, and Evil just has to tap it in. You know, Evil, it's not hard to score when you just got to tap things in. I'd say that Evil only needs to tap things in, but some might say that half of the striker's job is just to be in the right position. Backtracking, it was 2 tap-ins from Evil. All right. 3-0 Magyar. Evil with 2 goals. Just Innocent with 1. Just Innocent clearly the player of the match. 1 goal and 1 assist. Fantastic showing from Magyar in general. This is a strong team this season, fighting clearly for at least the top half season, especially with some weaker competition down like Rova in the table. But still a lot to be seen. Of course, as I've been saying, it's only their second match of their history for Rova. So if it took Magyar, I think, maybe 2 seasons to at least muster up some kind of, I don't know, team, some might say it's going to take a little bit while for Rova to get that all mustered up. So, say to Potzel first name like 5 times fast. I can't. I'm not too familiar with like Central American languages. I wonder if it's like Nahuatl, Quiche, whatever it may be. No, I know what they are. I just can't speak them. Mostly because I don't know why I'd want to. I guess like if I lived in Guatemala or Mexico, it'd be cooler. I don't. You can't tell by the accent. Yeah. All right, let's go with Sol and Athena now. Let's talk a little bit more about Magyar just quickly. That was a great performance by Magyar. They're really going to make a splash this season. Here's Sol, 5 back. This is Athena, also finding themselves in a 5 back. This is Athena season. I swear, I've been saying it for the last 2 seasons as a commentator. They have a team. They're looking to make some of this team. I think this is their season to at least get a top 5 finish. If I were a betting man, say Magyar and Athena are going to find themselves in the top half. And I famously did lose a house on betting that Voda was going to score a long shot. So I guess you could say I am a betting man. So let's revisit this conversation towards the end of the season. Huh? All right. Long story short, yes, I'm a huge gambler. I jest. Oh, maybe the SSL needs a gambling ring. All right, Genko now. Schweinsteiger plays it back to Satoshi. Satoshi, an absolute rock for Athena. I vividly remember Satoshi's performance in their season 20 Cup Alls. Right, here's Lasso. Tries to play past Morgenstern. Finds Flakoko with a simple goal for Sol, opening up the checkbook. Write him a check for an extra goal. It was so corny. Aso finding a great ball to Flakoko. Flakoko does all the work though. Schweinsteiger, unfortunate, and Satoshi just can't get his body behind the deflected ball. Sometimes you work up a team so much, things just don't come to fruition. But here's Papadopoulos. Morgenstern finds the ball out on the right. Morgenstern finds Genko. Finds Kulachad. What a goal! Kulachad! That in the Louvre. Fantastic finish. That's to the box, top corner rocket. Look at that. Morgenstern doesn't have to do much. Finds Genko. And Kulachad. What a goal. Really living up to that suffix in his name. Bad. We find ourselves leveled after 25 minutes. Well, 25 minutes. Kulachad now on the ball. Populus. Ankle. Kulachad to Morgenstern. Morgenstern finds Papadopoulos. I gotta stop saying the Lopoulos. Kulachad to steal. It's taking off the ball with Decuron. Coach, I'm going to pronounce that. Papadopoulos. Santori. Can't get it past Bot. On Sager, able to head it down. Corrigan now. Let's see. Tries to find Rivers. Can't. Salazar is able to pick it up to Bot. Simmons. Simmons finds for Coco to Lasso. Lasso. That's a Salazar on the left. Coco finds Simmons. Simmons is going to have a shot, but Satoshi there. This time he's able to parry it away. Fuchat picks it up. Satoshi playing a dangerous ball back to Schweinsteiger. It's finally cleared, but Soul's right back at it. Lasso. Shoots it right off for Coco. Oh, putting on the pressure early. Udo. Genko. Budo's a transfer. Am I wrong? Budo used to be... I think it was on Magyar? All right, Primaris. Finds Dehiron. Populous. Gets it to Genko. Cairo City having quite the counter. Rivers just needs to get past Bot, and Bot is able to stick out a leg and put it behind for a corner. Populous. Bot heads it away. Salazar now. Salazar. I don't find anyone. This is the wrong team. Populous. And Genko's taken down from behind Salazar. Salazar's not even going to get a yellow for that. Coco now. Out on the left. Pando with a shot, but Satoshi's able to clear it away. What a save by Satoshi. Ehiron. After Seoul. Reaching the 35-minute mark. It's headed away by Cairo for Athenai. No, Athenai, Cairo, not far in distance. Not the same name whatsoever. Laufenberg. What a great name. People are just such fans of the letter L. Genko now picks it up. Genko's going to have a shot. Laufenberg. He's able to pick it up out of the air. Great save. Laufenberg. Populous. Chad. Go. Taken off the ball by Lasso. And does Seoul have a counter? Lasso trying to find anyone. Down the left. Lasso going to take it all the way. Hiron heads it down for Simmons. Simmons is going to have a shot, but Satoshi's able to... but Fleck Coco misses a great chance. Off the bar, I think it was by Simmons. Satoshi just able to knock it down, and Fleck Coco missing a once-in-a-lifetime chance. Udo. Panda. Taking the ball off of Budo. Finds Salazar. Salazar out on the left. Salazar needs to beat Santori. And Simmons. Simmons is going to have another... No. Papadopoulos. And it's... What are you looking at, ref? The referee is pointing to the spot. Again, another dubious penalty. There it is. There it is. It's just because of the field of view that I have that I'm able to see the ball so well and all that. But with me at a ref, I promise you I won't be killing the play for no reason. What do they say? Every fan thinks that they could do a better job than the manager, the ref, and the players. I don't think that's a saying. Hey, I just made it up. It probably is a saying. Yeah. All right, Fleck Coco killing it for Seoul. Not in a literal way. And not having the best game for Seoul. And Athenai really putting up a fight. Athenai, I think you faced Seoul versus Athenai maybe 2 seasons ago. This would be a very different story. I'm really putting a lot on the idea that Athenai really has a team this year. Which I think that they've had the players, just not the gel, you know? Have all the parts for a table, you just don't got the Gorilla Glue. I think, is Gorilla Glue like a very American thing? Can't be, right? Not now. After Seoul. Lasso. Maris. Get back to Bot. What a chunky boy. Slothenberg. Luis Jr. Finds Fleck Coco. Finds Kyung Min. Back to Primaris. Luis Jr. Finds Slothenberg. Bot now. Getting pressed back from Santori. Slothenberg plays it to Luis Jr. Udo now. Gonna get it up the pitch for Athenai. Bot picks it up for Sol. Primaris now. Sol trying to start something. Primaris putting it up the mid. Coco now. Coco finds Bot. Bot out to the left. Jenkins to Lasso. Lasso has a lot of space. Lasso with the shot, but Satoshi's able to catch it out of the air. What a save by Satoshi. Satoshi having a very good game, all things considered. Now. Budo can't get his throw in right, but Papopoulos is there. Feels barely able to get it before Simmons. Morgenstern plays it back to Satoshi. Satoshi getting pressed by Kyungmin. Satoshi finds Klulichad. Morgenstern now. Klulichad. I find Rivers. Rivers is a small guy compared to Bot. Lasso now. Lasso to Panda. Panda. Get it past Corrigan, but picks it right back up. Panda. Again, can't get it past Corrigan. Morgenstern able to get it right back to Satoshi. Satoshi now is able to take it along. Getting a little bit less pressure. Rivers actually does get the header past Bot. Santori now down the right for Athenai. Udo taken down. I think this one's a penalty. Yeah. I think this one is a penalty. Rivers now to find Athenai, able to turn it around. Can Athenai do it? Rivers. Slothenberg's there. Oh, don't lie. Didn't I say that? No, I think maybe it's just right outside the box. Hard to tell. Papopoulos. Steele now. Steele is going to have a shot. Has a shot. It's off the post. Athenai having chance after chance. Just can't put it away. Ulichad doesn't find someone off the throw in, and now it's out for a corner. Athenai getting too quick back-to-back chances. Papopoulos gonna find a third chance. Simmons able to head it away. Now Steele, but Slothenberg's there again. Slothenberg building a statue. Papopoulos trying to find anyone in the middle. And that's a steal. What a miss by Roy Rivers. Finds Steiger. That's to Panda. Panda, they're not on the same team. Bot. Jenkins to Panda. Panda. It's back to Primaris. Primaris in the middle. Simmons. Foyt Coco. Now into Athenai's. Kyungmin, what a pass by Foyt Coco. I think it's offsides, and on top of that, Satoshi's able to save it. Crushing the 65th minute. Budo. Again, poor throw in, but Budo's able to does not get anyone. Simmons now. Sol finds Kyungmin. Kyungmin is so offsides. Kyungmin should have just basically put the ball down and be like, yep, I know I'm offsides. And get their run right. Laufenberg to Luis Jr. Lasso in the midfield. Lasso's going to find Bot out on the left. Bot. Jenkins on the left. Needs to be Budo. Needs to beat quite a few people. Jenkins trying to find anyone in the middle. Jenkins is back to Panda. Panda's he going to have a cross. No, Lasso getting pressed by Corrigan. Lasso out to Bot. Is Bot going to have a shot? Yes, he is. Beazle Bot at the goal. So, 2-1. Beazle Bot. What a great name. What a great goal. Beazle Bot from at least 20 meters out. Literally takes the deflection, but Beazelbot's going to take all the help he needs. Off of Schweinsteiger, unfortunate. Satoshi not able to get down quick enough. Tough luck for Athenai. Really looking to find himself 2-1 up after that penalty. Roy Rivers misses it, and Sol is now 2-1 up. A great goal from Beazelbot. Dehiro now trying to find a third. But it's off the side netting. Satoshi. Athenai, can they find another equalizer? They find anyone in the middle. Foyt Coco's going on quite the run. Foyt Coco. Satoshi. I think I said Foyt Coco wrong at the end there. Jenkins trying to find anyone. Satoshi's able to pick it out of the air. Coco. I think I mentioned when he got drafted, Foyt Coco was like, I was a coconut. He was a coconut. They were a coconut. Mid now, picking it up for Sol. Sol finds Panda. And Sol put up a counter. He's to beat Corrigan. Panda finds Lasso. Lasso has some space to put it across. Finds Dehiro out on the right. Dehiro's going to cut inside, has a shot. And it's just wide. Satoshi, Athenai feeling quite a lot of pressure. Luis Jr. able to head it down. Fue Coco now to Primaris. Primaris back to Luis. Luis for Dejiron. Dejiron has space out on the right. Needs to beat Klulichat at least. Dejiron on those birders. Dejiron trying to find someone in the middle. And Lasso! But Satoshi's able to easy collect that. Satoshi throwing it out for Morgenstern. Morgenstern plays a cutting ball to Klulichat. Klulichat finds Steele. It's inside. Dejiron's able to pick it out. For Coco. Hyungmin this time gets the run right. Hyungmin makes it 3-1 for Seoul. What a great run by Hyungmin. What a great pass. For Coco's on fire. For Coco, what a great pass. Hyungmin this time able to time the run correctly. Satoshi can't do much about that. Hyungmin with Seoul's third. Athenai unable to do anything. I think that missing that penalty really deflated them. In a very different game if Rivers had been able to put them into the back of the net. But here's Steele. Athenai trying to do something. Still has 10 minutes left. Steele just basically clears it. Hero now. Dejiron tries to find someone in the middle. Finds Simmons. Simmons finds Lasso. Lasso has a lot of space in the middle. Finds Hyungmin. Hyungmin's going to have another one. That is 4-1. Hyungmin with their second. Hyungmin. Score 4-1 up. Dejiron finds Simmons. Simmons is into a pocket of space for Lasso. Lasso has a lot of time to pick out a pass, and Hyungmin is able to basically lead Satoshi into the completely wrong direction and just smacks it top. I think that was left. Athenai are out of it. And Jenkins, they still have their fifth. Satoshi this time is able to clear it away over the bar. Seoul looking for a fifth. It was from a very, very close game to an absolute disaster class for Athenai. What can one penalty, one kick of the ball do to a game? Jenkins. In the corner for Seoul. Can't find anyone. Genkel now. Genkel playing it off the pitch. Trying to do something for Athenai. Genkel. Needs to be quite a few players. It's going to be hard. Simmons is finally able to pick up the ball off of Genkel. Beazelbot getting to the last. So last is a Fue Coco. Fue Coco finds Panda. Panda has a run. Panda has a shot. And this time Satoshi's able to put his body behind it and block it out for a corner. Jenkins. Another show corner. Satoshi able to pick it out. Comes out very well. Satoshi throws it out for Morgenstern. Morgenstern. In their time. Back to Satoshi. Satoshi taking his time. Is it out long? Can't find anyone. Fue Coco now. Lasso. Takes a shot. And it's over the bar. Satoshi, I don't know what's going on with their positioning. Maybe they give up a bit on the game too. Klulichat and Satoshi for sure the only two that can really save themselves from this game. I do got to be honest. I don't know what Satoshi was doing on that last main goal. And off of Buddha, Satoshi's able to pick it up. I think it's basically game over. Second game, the referee has to put one team out of their misery. Klulichat. This is just such a lie. It's been 3 very one-sided games today. Steele to Klulichat. Klulichat to Morgenstern. Morgenstern playing it inside. Satoshi. Santori. Who knows? Maybe Satoshi decided to make a run from his box. Budo out on the right. Athenai trying to cut down the goal differential. And finding one. Genkel picks it out on the left. Genkel to Morgenstern. Morgenstern to Papopoulos. Genkel. Klulichat trying to find anyone in the middle. Santori. And it just goes out for a goal kick. With this kick of the ball, it's going to be game over. And the referee doesn't even allow for a goal kick. It's over. 4-1 Seoul. 1 Athenai. What a great game by Seoul. Coco clearly the player of the match. 1 assist, 1 goal. Kim Hyungmin, a great sub. A fantastic game. Seoul looks very lost without Hyungmin, if you ask me. And Fue Coco, rookie, putting on a lot of flair this game. A fantastic assist to basically lead Hyungmin into a very easy goal. And also, a great goal in their own right. And then Clueless Chad with a pretty good goal. Was very impressed. Top bins. Satoshi rock backfield for Atheni. Very, very difficult to, look at Satoshi and be like, this isn't one player that we really have to keep a watch on for the future. And after this part 1 of Matchday 2 for the minor league, this is our table. As you can see, Magyar with 4 points. I think probably their best start ever as an organization. Rova finding themselves in 12th. Oh my word. Mask Sacre. Very well French pronunciation. And I think part 2 is going to be really interesting for you guys. So I'm excited for you guys to see it. And yeah, I think overall we saw Paris dominating once again, like they do every single season. Seoul putting a great performance, really finding themselves. I think once Rivers missed that penalty, it was basically game over for Athena. They lost all their confidence. Beaselbot finds the second. Then Hyungmin finds a quick brace, a fantastic brace. And then Magyar, okay, regardless of an XG chart, looked in front, in position the whole game, and Rova not really able to create anything. And that ends off our Matchday 2 part 1. I'm excited for you guys to see part 2. Won't be commentated by me. Nevertheless, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and are looking forward to that second part. Bye.